A university degree used to be far less important than they are today, but nowadays a degree is something which is becoming more and more desirable for teenagers and is also something that many employers now look for when choosing a suitable job candidate. This is why vast numbers of UK teens are now honing their skills at degree level.
Universities could charge unlimited fees has angered many would-be students across the south.
These were the scenes in 2010 when students took to the streets angry at plans to increase university tuition fees.
Has this rise in tuition fees affected the way college students feel about going to university? Would you like to attend university?
Possibly, yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I would like to attend university.
Definitely.
I'd love to go to university next year.
Yes, I would love to attend university.
No, I wouldn't.
Yes, I would like to attend university to study geography.
Are you worried at all about the possible financial implications and debt that you might get from university?
Not really, considering getting all the student finance and pay back later. No.
No, because of grants and loans you can get nowadays, I think I'll be okay.
I'm a little bit worried.
No, not really.
Not necessarily, no, because I've got support from my family and I've got support from government regarding all that, so it's fine.
What appeals to you the most about university?
Having freedom and being able to live a student life, but also learn what you want to do.
What is your desired occupation and does it require a degree?
I want to be an editor on films and stuff, so it can require a degree, depending on if you want to go into professional industry, but if you want to stay freelance, it doesn't really require a degree.
What do you think the advantages would be of not going to university, either entering employment or apprenticeship?
Having money straight away rather than waiting for a few more years to actually have your own earnings and stuff. But that's really it, in my opinion.
After a debate in the House of Commons, tuition fees were raised to £9,000 per year in the UK in 2012. There was a significant drop in applicants, an 8.7% decrease on the previous year. However, in the following year, this number rose by 2.8%, showing that maybe people had got over the immediate shock of the fee rise. In 2014, the number of applicants to UK universities reached an all-time high. Over 650,000 sent in a university application. But have higher tuition fees changed attitudes towards university in any way?
I think initially, when university fees, tuition fees in particular, were first introduced, we definitely saw a dip in applications to university. As I said previously, people starting to question whether it was definitely what they wanted to do, so you did see a dip. But in the last few years, I think it's become a fact of life, and I think the way that people view the loans and fees has changed. With education, we're certainly able to let students know that it isn't a debt in the same way as getting a loan out on a car is a debt. You could almost perceive it rather as a tax.
So what is it that you find unappealing about university?
I find it unappealing that I'd have to spend another 3 years in education when I could be working my way up in a job and putting my skills to better use.
Statistics show that graduates can earn around £250,000 more in their lifetime than a non-graduate. And over a quarter of jobs in the UK are now only available to graduates. That said, the employment rate of those with A-level qualifications is only 4% less than that of graduates. Does having a university degree give you an advantage over those who do not?
Overall, yes. I think your employability is increased by having done a degree. I think the fact that you can demonstrate that you are able to acquire qualifications at a higher level is seen as desirable to employers. It's not to say that there aren't other routes into employment. Apprenticeships and working your way up from the bottom can sometimes be equally valuable, but in my experience, students who have been to university and done a degree have more options available to them and also earn a higher level of income over their lifetime because of the degree that they've got.
There are many different routes into employment. It is down to you to decide which pathway leads to your future.